There is something that I feel should be said at the top of this episode, and the thing is that I simply did not have much time this week to actually make much progress in anything. I did, however, get some time to level, and this will probably be the second short video in as many weeks. With that said, hello, I'm Itty Bitty Tivy, and I'm on a journey to max every combat, crafting, gathering, and limited job in Final Fantasy XIV. This is not a difficult thing to do, but it is time consuming. Given that I've said everything worth saying already, let's jump right in. To begin, I start the level 50 Carpenter job quest. Beaton is depressed and his friend is missing, so to cheer him up we make him some lumber. This excites Beaton enough for him to send us to find his missing friend and bring him supplies for his squad. We craft what we need and go straight to Gearhard to save the day. Beaton is so happy at the end that he gives us a comically large saw and tells us about some happenings in Ishgard that would be worth our while in the future. Since we are in Gridania, we might as well check in on Geva, who by the time we are level 50 has dropped out of the leatherworking tourney. We are sent to deliver a choker to a client who turns out to be the guy trying to ruin Geva's business. So we enter the tourney anyway with a rather leather jacket and show the undercutter who's really in charge. Geva then gives us a new leatherworker primary and also has news about work in Ishgard. The most interesting thing to happen in the next couple of days was just a few crafting level ups. A cobalt barreled musketoon got blacksmith to 54, a topwater frog got goldsmith to 54, some adamant toy shell got a miner to 52, and a rubelite choker got goldsmith to 55. That work leads us into the level 50 goldsmithing quest Jaded. We talk to Serendipity, who tasks us with making a black pearl ring for an esteemed client. Upon completion and delivery of the ring, Robert, the guy Serendipity is hard crushing on, appears to arrest the client. We let them go but investigate further to discover that Robert is a well-known criminal. The mammoth Gigi takes out Robert and things just work out after that. We are then told of a new client that will probably lead into Ishgard dealings in the future. A couple more miscellaneous levels in armor after some cobalt rivets and alchemist after some potent silencing potions. We then go to Eric for the level 50 alchemist job quest. He is ready to reverse death but wants his beloved's keepsake kept by her sister, so we go to get it but end up having to make our own using clues from people who knew the deceased. Eric manages to resurrect her long enough for her to tell him to let go and tell her sister everything will be okay. Eric gives us a pretty good alembic and sends us to Mordona for further alchemist work afterwards. Something I've been bad at getting done is combat job quests. I'm at least level 52 in all of my combat classes, so I'm missing large chunks of my abilities. So to begin fixing that, I go to Gridania and talk to Ymhitra. She sends me to Mordona to take out some Mirror Knights and collect parts of the Invoker job armor set. After taking out 4, we go back to Gridania. The next quest is us going to Outer La Noscia to fight the Garuda Eggy so that I can use it as a stronger emerald carbuncle. Finally, the final quest has us tracking down the bad summoner doing bad things as he is in cahoots with the Asians. We take him out and I get the chess piece, a stronger summoner set, and a final level 50 ability. Before I talk about this last bit, I need to remind you that for a bit of fun, I decided to try to level Dragoon while wearing absolutely no gear. I mention this because there's a moment while I'm being given the rundown during the first quest where it looks like a random player finds me and takes a good look. With that said, the Dragoon quests from level 35 to 45 have you being sent to places to talk to Ishgardian knights to take out a few monsters. The worst part of this is the traveling. Being able to fly in these older areas saves a lot of time. The level 45 Dragoon quest has you go and speak with Estinian. The takeaway is that you should go get the Dragoon armor, so you go back into some caves to talk to some knights to take out some monsters and you get 4 pieces similar to the Summoner quest. At level 50 you go to find Estinian given into his darkness, and after a short fight that could be made shorter if you decide to actually put on some gear, he is exploded and you get the full Draken armor set, as well as a box containing the stronger worm set, and a final level 50 ability. Now as a side note, I did not make a video for my time leveling Bard to 100 as it would have been all spoilers for Dawntrail, so while I'm unwilling to show you any of that footage, I can say that I've gotten Bard to 100. And that brings us to the end of the video. I have the progress made on screen. I didn't have too much time this week, but I still managed to squeeze out some progress. I still don't trust the server's Palace of the Dead just yet, but I've found something else to help the quest along. If you made it to the end, please leave a like. If you enjoyed the video, leave a comment. If you want to see more of how the journey goes, please subscribe. With that, I'll see y'all in the next video.